Good morning! I'm super excited to share with you the 44 sounds of English today. Don't worry, you don't need to remember all 44 sounds today. That is way too much. I just thought that it might be useful for you to have a quick overview of all the sounds of English so that you can get a bit of a sense about which ones might be confusing or a little bit more difficult for you. Each of these sounds are going to have their own video created just so that you can get a stronger sense of the sound as well as lots of practice using it. If you find English confusing, don't worry, you're not alone. In fact, there isn't even agreement on how many sounds in English there actually are. As you may know, depending on the location that you are visiting, you may also hear English spoken in very different accents. For example, the English that you hear in the United States will not be the same English that you hear in Australia, and the English that you hear in the UK won't be the same English that you hear in Canada. For this reason, it is important to note that it's okay for your pronunciation to be a little bit different than somebody else's. The biggest thing is for you to focus on making sure that your accent is clear and that you are understandable to anybody who is speaking the language. So for today, let's do a brief overview of each of the sounds, including the common spellings of each of the sounds and some examples. The first set of sounds that we're going to discuss this morning are the short vowel sounds. I've already created videos for many of these sounds, so if you would like to have a more in-depth view of any of them, please feel free to check out my other videos. In the meantime, we are going to go through what each of the sounds are. The first short vowel sound is the short A. Typically, you will see this spelt as an A or an AU, but the short A sound sounds like ah, ah. Some examples of the short A sound in words are words like nap, rat, laugh, or pan. The next short vowel sound is the short E, or eh. The short E sound can be spelt with an E or an EA. The short E sound sounds like eh, and you can hear it in words like pet, fed, head, or men. The next short vowel sound is the short I sound, or I. You can hear this sound in words like did, him, sit, and Jim. The next sound is the short O sound, or ah. You can see this sound spelt as an O, an A, an AU, an AW, an OU, or an OUGH. Some examples of this sound are fog, cough, want, and draw. The last short vowel sound is the short U sound. This can be spelt as an O, a U, an OU, or an OUGH. Please take special note that there is also a version of the short U sound that is unaccented, and it is known as the schwa sound. We are going to pay special attention to that in one of the videos because it is a very common sound to hear and it can actually be spelt as any of the other vowels. So watch for that video and make sure you watch it several times because it is a very challenging sound to master in English. Some examples of the short U sound are the words cut, ton, rough, and above. As you can tell, the short U sound uses an sound. The next set of vowel sounds that we're going to talk about are the long vowel sounds. Long vowel sounds say their own name, which means that the letter name that you hear when you are saying the alphabet is the exact sound that you will hear when this sound is being used in a word. So, for example, the long A sound will sound like A when it is in a word. There are many common spellings for the long A sound. You can see it spelt as an A consonant E, an EY, an EI, an EA, an AY, or an AI. You can actually also see it as an EIGH, which is an extension of the EI sound. That's a lot of different ways that we can see the long A sound spelt. Some examples of the long A sound are 8, baby, train, or way. The next long vowel sound is the long E sound. Of course, it will sound like an E when you see it in words. Some common spellings of the long E sound are E consonant E, EI, IE, EE, EA, or even Y. Some words that use the long E sound are feet, he, key, and seal. The next long vowel sound is the long I sound. You can see this spelt as an I, a Y, an I consonant E, a Y consonant E, an IGH, or an IE. Some examples of the long I sound are ride, my, thy, or sigh. The next long vowel sound is the long O sound. You can see the long O sound spelt with an O consonant E, an OU, an OW, an OUGH, as well as several other spellings. Some examples of the long O sound are home, grown, toe, or though. The next long vowel sound is the long U sound. You can see it spelt as a U, a UE, an EU, an EW, or a U consonant E. Some examples of words that use the long U sound are use, pew, human, or through. The next category that we're going to talk about are other vowel sounds, or vowel diphthongs. This is a category that isn't talked about as much in English. However, we still use the sounds quite frequently. The first sound that fits into this category is considered the other U sound, and it can be spelt with a U or an OO. This can be a little bit confusing because now we're starting to see the same spellings being used for different pronunciations. In this case, the other U sound sounds like I'm going to do a video describing this sound a little bit more. However, for now, just try to practice the words that I'm sharing in this video. Some examples of the other U sound are look, put, foot, and could. The next sound that fits into this category is the double O sound, or the oo sound. This sound can be spelt in a variety of ways, such as OO, U, UE, U consonant E, EU, OUGH, and unfortunately several others. Some examples of this sound are moon, grew, rule, soup, slew, true, and tulip. The next sound that fits into this category is the AW sound, or ah. You can see this spelt as an A, an AU, or an AW. Some examples of this sound are ball, haul, draw, or flaw. Another common sound that fits into this category is the oi sound, often referred to with an OI spelling. However, we can also see it with an OY spelling. Some examples of this are boy, toy, foil, or soil. The final sound in this category is the OW sound, which can be spelt as an OU, an OUGH, an OW, or an OU consonant E. This sound sounds like ow, and you can hear it in words like bow, cow, house, or mouse. The next set of sounds that we're going to be looking at are the R-controlled vowels. Now, as always, don't worry, we will go through each of these individually so that you have more opportunity for learning and practice. For today, as with all of the other sounds, we're just going to be listing what the sounds are, how you can see them, and what they sound like. The first sound that we're going to be looking at is the R-controlled schwa sound. The R-controlled schwa sound can really be spelt like any other R-controlled vowel. So this can be spelt with an ER, IR, AR, UR, EAR, OR, or really any other sound in an unaccented syllable. Some examples of this are her, bird, burn, collar, learn, doctor, worm, first, fern, herd, work, and dollar. The second R-controlled vowel is the AR sound, or R. You will only really see this spelt with an AR, and you can see it in words like car, farm, alarm, and yard. The next R-controlled vowel is the OR sound. You can see this spelt as an OR, AR, ORE, or OOR. Some common words for this OR sound are war, ford, for, core, and door. The next R-controlled vowel is the AIR sound, or air. You can see this spelt as an AIR, ARE, EAR, or ERR. Some examples are fair, care, bear, merry, air, chair, and hair. Finally, we get to move on to our consonant sounds. The first consonant sound that we're looking at is the B sound, or B. Some common spellings are a single B or a double B, and you can see this with words like big, baby, rabbit, or bubble. The next sound is the D sound, or D. You can see this spelt as a D, a double D, or an ED. Some word examples are dog, daddy, donkey, and rolled. The next sound is the F sound, or F. You can see this typically spelt as an F or a PH, but you can also see it sometimes spelt with a GH. Some examples are phone, fun, rough, and final. Next we have G, or G. You can see this spelt with a single or a double G, and you can hear it in words like egg, grape, girl, or glad. You may not have been counting before now, and neither have I, but I'm going to start referring to the sounds by a number, and this is the number of vowels or consonant sounds that we have already gone over. So our 24th sound is the H sound. Usually we just see this spelt as an H, and we can see it in words like high, horse, help, or house. Next, we have our J sound, and this is usually spelt as a J, a G, a GE, or even a DGE. Some examples are words like bridge, giant, jam, or German. Our 26th sound is the K sound, or K. We can see this spelt as a C, a K, a CK, a CH, a CC, or a QUE. Words that use this sound are cluck, key, cut, and unique. Sound number 27 is L, or L. This can be spelt with either a single or a double L, and we can see it with words like lip, ball, life, and long. Sound number 28 is the M sound, or M. We can see this spelt with an M, an MM, or an MB. Some word examples are mommy, man, lamb, or mile. Sound number 29 is the N sound, or N. We can see this spelt as an N, an NN, a KN, or a GN in words like gnaw, no, honey, and nanny. Sound number 30 is the P sound, or P. Some common spellings are P or PP, and we can see it in words like poppy, put, place, or pit. Sound number 31 is the R sound, or R. We can see it spelt as an R, RR, or WR in words like wrong, roar, cherry, and real. Sound 32 is the S sound, or S. You can see it spelt as an S, a C, an SE, an SS, a CE, or an SC. And some word examples are see, snake, kiss, and science. Sound number 33 is the T sound, or T. Some common spellings are T, TT, and ED. You can hear the T sound in words like tail, treat, butter, and helped. Sound number 34 is the V sound, or V. Usually we only see this spelt with either a V or a VE. And words that use it are words like have, vet, variety, and vow. Sound number 35 is the W sound, or W. We can see it with words like worm, west, week, and white, and is always spelt with a W. Sound number 36 is the Y sound, or Y. We can see this spelt with a Y or an I, and hear it in words like yak, yellow, beyond, and year. Sound number 37 is the Z sound, or Z. We can see this with a single or double Z, as well as S, SE, and X. Some word examples are buzz, busy, zoo, and xylophone. Finally, we're moving on to the consonant digraphs sound section. This is where we put a couple of letters together in combination. Sound number 38 is the ZH sound, or zh. Some common spellings for this are actually GE or S. Some words that use this sound are words like measure, Asia, casual, or beige. Sound number 39 is the NG sound, or ng. We can actually see this spelt with just an N or the NG, and we can see it in words like monkey, thing, sink, or ring. Sound 40 is the CH sound, or ch. We can see this spelt with a CH or a TCH. Some word examples are match, chat, chair, and catch. Sound number 41 is the SH sound, or sh. We can see it spelt as an SH, an SS, a CH, a TI, or a CI. Some word examples are shell, lotion, special, and mission. Sound number 42 is the TH sound that is unvoiced, like. Of course, we will only see this as a TH. And some word examples are thing, thought, thin, and math. Of course, with sound 42 being the unvoiced TH sound, sound 43 has to be the voiced TH sound, or th. This will also be spelt as a TH, and we can hear it in words like this, weather, father, and breathe. Finally, sound 44, the final sound in the English language. This is the sound W, and it is spelt with a WH. Usually it's kind of a breathy sound. We can hear it in words like when, why, where, and while. Wow, there is no doubt that that is a ton of information, but hopefully it helps to have this quick guide to the sounds of English. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel now and follow me as I post a video explaining each of these sounds individually to help you on your learning journey. Bye for now.